Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the TarotOracle show.
What is going on? Thank you, Bartman, Fatine, Karen, and Cassandra for your donations. I appreciate that. Maz, Mao, Trina, Mary, we got Evo, Maruta, Nikona, Andrew, Sarah, Coco, and I think that's it. Thank you for joining me tonight. I have a special surprise. I did code up the Karen, I think for the other donation. I did code it up, and when I say code it up, I coded up this right here. So now you notice that I created a little bit of a new feature in my ChatScan app, and it basically it will timestamp your question. So when I press space bar, it will timestamp the question that I'm sitting on, and that makes it really cool. So that's kind of cool. So now you can go and look at chapters, and all the tarot readings will be on chapters, assuming this works, because this is my first time trying it. So if it crashes horribly, then none of this will come up pass. But if it doesn't crash horribly, then it will actually work great. GK, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. With that, let's go ahead and space bar on Cassandra Reed. Cassandra wants to know, will I get the job offer in ballwin? All right, let's see what's going on with that. Is that going to be applicable? Is that going to be something we could do? We're going to go ahead and use my deck indeed. Otherwise known. Ooh, I got MaryP. Thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's go ahead and use my deck with the Waterfall Tarot, making it happen over here. Waterfall Tarot is going to warm us up, and hopefully this chapter thing is going to work. If so, then finding your reading is going to be super simple. You just go to the tarot stream and you just search along the chapters and you'll see your name in the chapters. Anyway, I believe that's the first ever that's ever, I think I'm the first. I think that is a very innovative thing, and I don't think that exists anywhere else. So it should be interesting to see if it works out, considering that it's new. But once I get it hammered out, that will be the first and only time that you will see that on any stream, because, I mean, I coded it. Erica, you are next. You and Cassandra did donate for the reading. Thank you so much, Erica. You are next. 15, thank you for your other donation. Maz, thank you for your donation. Getting the job. I think so. I really think we have some good news with the job. Nice little thumbs up thing here. Queen of Wands RR, thank you for your donation. Queen of Wands says this is something that you expect. This is something that you need. This is something that you're sort of looking at and looking for. And I think that's going to be the important part, right? Queen of Wands is the CEO. This is a good job opportunity for you. This is a good place to be. Nikona, thank you for your donation. And overall, Queen of Wands says we're rocking it and we're making it happen. I like it. Four of Cups is interesting, though. There are some aspects of this that you are not looking forward to? Is this one of those where you're just not too excited about it? Maybe you're running into something. Maybe you're sort of find things once you're there that you're not too thrilled about and what have you. Four of Cups says that is quite possible indeed. Overall, the success ratio, the Lord of Victory themselves, says that you get the job indeed. So I think that is going to be applicable for you. All right. I had to sneeze. Okay, we're going to the next one, which is Erica Marie. I paid for a reading earlier because I accidentally put the Patreon stream on public. You know, it's the way it goes. That is the way it goes. I put the stream on public. Now, Erica is next indeed. Let's get Erica out the door here and let's see, paste that with there. All right, so Erica wants to know indeed. Erica, well, what the world's going on? Okay, I don't think this is actually going to work the way I think it's going to work. Okay, so that's going to be a chapter marker, and then that is going to be the marker. Okay, it turns out that this may not work as well as I'd hope it. So this is, this is test. So we're going to do the readings, but it looks like this may not work the way that I think it's going to work. So we definitely going to have to hack this, to say the least. Absolutely going to hack this. Anyway, Erica is up next, and Erica wants to know, ex-wife trying to reach out for me from an unknown number. All right, did the ex-wife try to reach out to me today from an unknown number? Let's see what's going on with that. We'll continue to use this. The Waterfall Tarot, and see if that's going to be good for us today. Lani, welcome. How are you doing, Lani? Good to see you. All right, you donate for 2 questions. Omar going to meet in the ceremony. All right, I got your donations. Fatine, thank you for your donations. I appreciate that. We got you in the queue indeed. Okay, so we need to modify the keystroke that instead of a space bar, or we need to get the space bar and eat it so it doesn't scroll to the next thing. Anyway, we're going to work this out. So it looks like this won't be implemented tonight. I got to fix a bug. So the way it is. Anyway, H3rmes, welcome, and thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Okay. Did the ex-wife try to reach out to me today from an unknown number? Page, Nine of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Indeed, the Hanged Man. Oh, maybe one more card with that. Queen, man, what's the deal with the same cards we're getting over and over? Queen of Wands, was it like on top of 4? Didn't we shuffle? Anyway, all right, one more card to see what's going on with that. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Lady, welcome. Good to see you. I really think they did. This is another thumbs up as action there. I did think they reached out. Page of Pentacles. It's almost like they don't want you to know who, obviously the unknown number. They don't want you to know who they are. Blocking their number. They're not letting you know who they are. They're not sort of upfront with how this goes and what happens and where this is going to be and whatnot. It definitely has some difficulties with that. So I mean, that's, that is going to be difficult indeed. Overall, I think that they did try to hide it. They're trying to reach out. They are definitely doing that. Hanged Man said they have something interesting that you don't know. It's like they're trying to convey something. They're trying to reach out. They're trying to make things happen with that. And it just feels like that's not functional. That's not going to work out. Not exactly the best opportunity or whatnot. But yeah, it just feels like that this is indeed a problem, going to be a problem. Two of Cups says that it was them that did reach out from an unknown number. Nine of Wands says either they're hurt or they feel hurt or they feel upset or definitely have some feelings hurt, some feelings happening with this and whatnot. And that Nine of Wands says they either want to convey that or they're sort of upset about it or something else is going on with that. Ultimately, Six of Wands says this is going to work out. It is going to work out. It's not something you'd be panicked about, not something you kind of have to deal with. It'll sort of work itself out, not going to be that big of a deal. In my opinion, of course, entertainment purposes only, never talk to the ex based on Fat Man reading your cards on the internet is what I'm saying. Very, very important indeed. All right, now we have a 299, which was from Karen. And Karen is next indeed. So Karen wants to know what's coming from me in the next few months. Okay, let's see what's going on with all of that. Okay, so that worked. So the spacebar for some reason doesn't work in that dialogue, but it does work in the chat dialogue. I think I'm eating the spacebar key code in the chat, but not in the other one. In my opinion, I mean, I think that's what's happening. I believe that is what's happening indeed. Lonnie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, we're going to go see what is coming for me in the next few months. What kind of action can we expect? What kind of action is coming out with that? Three of Cups. Man, it really feels like the friendships. It really feels like the friend connection, the social connections are an important part of what's happening here. It feels like there's a lot of sort of a pending social connection or some pending thing that you haven't dealt with that is going to come up. Three of Cups is kind of a celebratory card, but it's also so getting together with friends, communicating, getting some things out there, getting some things out in the open, and seeing where it will go or what is going to happen ultimately with that. Queen of Wands seems to be in every reading tonight. I guess the Queen of Wands kind of night. We can do that. Queen of Wands into the Eight of Pentacles, though. It says there's some things to work out maybe with some friends. Maybe we've lost track of some friends. Maybe we've lost track of maybe some connections, and we kind of need to get that back. We need to get that back and sort of reunite, what have you, with that. I think that could be important indeed. But the Three of Cups said that's quite possible to do that. So I think that's kind of what's coming, right? We have to get together with friends. We have to pick up with some friends and sort of move on from that and see where that's going to head. It feels like it's just sort of pulled back a little bit, or not expressing ourselves with friends, not communicating, not keeping up with some friends, some connections, some social things with that. And the Eight of Pentacles says we definitely need to work on that and make that fresh, vibrant, and make it happen. By the way, that is the key tarot, in case you're wondering, like, what the world is that? Well, now you know. That is the key tarot indeed. Let's see. We got Fatine's got a few reads, but GK is before, and Bardman is even before that. Bardman wants to know, how's my friendship with Drew P, the male so far, with D&D Tarot Deck? I mean, just saying. I am just saying, Bardman likes the D&D Tarot Deck, and it does work pretty good. I mean, I'm not just going to throw it to the wolves quite yet. It's not as great as I thought it was going to be. But I think the main thing is you say Dungeons and Dragons, and there's this big expectation like, whoa, this is the thing. But in reality, maybe that's not quite it, right? Maybe that's not quite it. But I think it's pretty neat. I think it's pretty good indeed. So there we go. All right. So Bardman wants to know, how's the friendship with this male so far? A little bit of D&D action happening. The friendship is looking what? The Page. Ooh, the Page indeed. Oh, man. This is somebody who you could take it or leave. Right? There's somebody you could take it or leave it. Definitely not somebody we're just going to be kind of just the soulmate friend, somebody we're going to be around for life, somebody who's just going to be action-packed and guaranteed to be wonderful and beautiful and captivating or whatnot. We got a little bit of a 7, right? It feels like that this friend is a little bit of a fair weather friend. They're definitely not going to be there when you absolutely need them or when things just sort of start crumbling down. The Page said this is not somebody who's going to be very supportive of you during hard times, rough times, or what have you. Overall, they're decent, right? That Knight says move forward, get going, play Magic the Gathering, play whatever we're going to play with them, sort of hang out with them, do things, but just don't rely on them as like a deep level friend where we're just going to discuss our emotions. We're going to sort of put everything out in the open. It just doesn't feel like that particular type of friend indeed. Now, the 8 just says that they feel like they're above you a little bit. You see this, right? Feel like we're above you a little bit here. Feel like we're above you a little bit here. They just feel like that you're not an equal of them. And it's just my opinion, right? Just entertainment purposes only reading. It just feels like they don't think that you're an equal to them. And, just that's it. That's it as far as this goes. That's just a D&D tarot, but overall it looks good. Fair-weathered friends are very, very, very common. We call that sort of an acquaintance rather rather than a deep level friend. We're not going to discuss our deepest emotions with them. We're not going to reveal our life secrets with them or anything like that, but it's fun to hang around with them, play some games, do some stuff, play some video games, Magic the Gathering, whatever we're going to do is out there indeed waiting to happen. Fatine got a couple of reads hooked in here tonight. Fatine wants to know some stuff. Fatine is all about knowing all of the good stuff. All right, Fatine, let's find out what you need to know. Fatine, I've no idea why your chat does not show up here. I have no idea what's going on with that, but we're going to see. And we got Karen's other reading coming up. Karen, you still are in the queue. I greatly appreciate you. Let's knock out a couple of Fatines real quick. In between the Karens and all that other stuff. Okay, donate for 2 questions. Will Omar and me going to meet in the grand ceremony? This is a long question. Okay, let's go with that. Now I do have to type the person in there. All right, we're going to go with Fatine and this very long question indeed. Okay, I think that is going to be there. Oh, let's copy that to clipboard. We're in a weird spot. We're in a weird spot here with this. So we have to go here and wait a minute. We have to go here and paste, and we have to go here. Oh man, this is really challenging. This is really challenging indeed. We're gonna have to go and manually hack the this thing over there. Okay, we're gonna go there and put Fatine out there and remove that. Okay, we put an extra line, or should we get? Okay. So that is Fatine's question. Will Omar and me going to meet at the graduation ceremony? If yes, tell me his feelings and his thoughts about me. Will you see me 2 years? No see. What is going on? That'd be interesting. Like you haven't seen each other in 2 years? That is quite interesting indeed. What kind of deck would be sort of a 2-year deck? I mean, we haven't done a Gregory Scott reading in a long time. It has been a hot minute since we have done the Gregory Scott Tarot. So I'm kind of curious as to what that's going to look like. Gregory Scott is usually pretty expressive when it comes to tarot and, you know, sort of putting things out there and saying, yeah, maybe what's going on. Okay. So are they going to come to the graduation ceremony? Let's do that right now. Are they coming? 3 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the Chariot. Man, very reluctantly, right? Very reluctantly indeed coming there. It does feel like that they don't want to deal with this quite yet. It feels like they don't want to sort of come up here and sort of put this stuff out there and, you know, just saying, just sort of pulling back a little too much. The Chariot says yes, they will come about there. This is a trip that they are going to make, but very reluctantly. The 10 of Wands. The thoughts and feelings are like, I want to dodge you, maybe avoid you. I don't want to deal with this now, sort of pulled back, right? Joan Ling, welcome. Good to see all y'all. KD, if I didn't say hello, hello. Dice Roll, I don't know how to pronounce that. Welcome. Anyway, but yeah, how are they going to feel? They just don't want to deal with it. They just don't. 3 of Swords. I don't want to have any part of this. I really don't want to deal with it. I'm not quite prepared to do that and stuff like that. And the 10 of Wands sort of reluctantly coming if they're coming. But overall, it just looks like that they are visiting indeed, and they don't really want to deal with you. I mean, they just don't want to deal with you at all. It's sort of interesting aspect there with that. All right. So anyway, that is 2 years of no show on that. Anyway, Mao is next. Mao wants to know, did Eduardo, we got GK next. Did Eduardo, Leo, and me, we are going romantic relationship officially, and when will that happen? Okay, so do we have an official relationship, an official love thing coming in there? Maybe. Let's kind of see where that is going to go. Okay, I did get the timestamp working, but I have to hack it a little bit. As with everything, programming anything, you have to be in the thing and doing the thing in order to make that happen. But yeah, but so far it's looking good with a little bit of a hack. I had to hack it a little bit, right? Because here's the problem. So I coded the chapter maker with your readings. By the way, in case you're wondering what happened, I altered my program that keeps track of all the readings, and I now put chapter markers. So you can hover over the reading after I'm done. You can hover over the video and see your reading. You can scroll right to it. You don't have to search around and dig it out or anything. You know, you go right to it. And so it's very obvious. So this is the only tarot show in existence that has that. This is the only tarot show that has that feature. So, all right, let's look at this. Did Eduardo and Leo me going to have a romantic relationship officially? When? What's going on? Queen of Cups, the Sun. Yes. I think that is a thought. No, we can do that. We can do the love balloons. I think we got a love balloons. We got the love balloons happening with this. Queen of Cups into the Sun means, yeah, we got a good possibility of a romantic relationship. I don't know what officially means. I mean, do you have to document it? I don't know. Do we have to go get married or anything like that? A romantic relationship, I guess, with or without marriage? I don't know. But yeah, but you do have some application that is going to work here. It's going to be just fine. I think that's going to be good. I think that is going to be good indeed. Now, Two of Pentacles, though. Two of Pentacles. There reaches decision with where are we going to go with this. So can you get a romantic thing going? Yes. Is this going to be difficult because you do have to make some hard decisions? I think that's the case. I think that I'm just saying, I think that the Leo has a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on, of what's going on. A lot of stuff happening. And you sort of have to figure it out. You sort of have to do that and make that happen if you're really going to sort of chase that. Anyway, is the, where are we going to go with this? If you don't know when, I really think like winter. I mean, it's a while. It is a while. I think it's the winter kind of thing, looking thing here, right? A Queen of Swords, a little bit sort of after all of the trees are sort of fading away. The choices need to be made and whatnot. I think you're looking at a while. It is going to be a while indeed. So yeah, it's just going to be a decision you have to make. This is something you're going to have to decide. It's not clear cut. It's not easy. It's not obvious. There's not a whole lot of things happening with that. You just got to go forward. You got to jump in and deal with it as it goes. Anyway, MaryP, I take all the notes. Okay, let me correct myself. This is the only place that has automatic chapter markers. Automatic. I don't have to do a damn thing. Automatic. I just click and there it is. There it is. You don't see the chapter markers yet. That's because I haven't edited the video quite yet. I guess in theory I could edit the video like really quick, and now you can kind of see the markers there. That is 15. Oh yeah, that's the 15 readings. Okay, I lost the 15 readings, but there you go. Okay, we got the 15 readings there. We got the Karen. Didn't do that. This is pretty much butchered at this point. So it looks like we're not going to have it today. So we do need some testing. Here's the problem. I put the hotkey to the space bar and I didn't eat the keystroke. In programming, you need to eat a keystroke if you're going to use it for something custom, right? Because the space bar will move the thing to the next item down. That's the number one bug I have right now, to move the thing to the next item down. So that's not what I expected. I need to eat the key so it doesn't do that. So basically when I press spacebar, it eats the key and then that happens. Now, the next problem I have is when I manually type in something, I have to press a space bar on a list. So when I click on something on a list to press the space bar, the thing that I type goes away. So I'm gonna have to put a little button beside the type that will force that text out there. Anyway, so yeah, it's not gonna happen tonight, but it is in fun. It is in progress, my friends. As with all things software, you have to be able to actually use the software, and then you see all of the problems that work themselves out. Anyway, MaryP, I did not forget about you. You are coming up next. I did not forget. That is going to be the PayPal donations over there. Recoding, testing for another day, indeed. So I know what the problem is. I know what the issues are. I need to eat the keystroke, and I need to put a button under manual questions and whatnot. So that is going to be my two bugs to fix. So hopefully tomorrow we will have it enabled and it'll look amazing. But by the way, KD, it only will occur after the stream is over because I do have to update the description in the stream in order for the chapters to appear. Anyway, so then I have to sort of finish everything. All right, all right. With the Virgo's next move towards me, see when I hit spacebar, it goes all over the damn place. It's just not working. What will the Virgo's next move be towards me? Two of Cups. I do think that they have a move. I do think that they have some plans. I do think they have some things happening, some things going on. So yeah, I mean, you do have the next move happening there. As far as this goes, right? You're looking at a 9 of Pentacles into a King of Wands into a wheel. They want stability. Is this an X or something? Or so what they're happening with this? Is this something that's stalled? Is this something that's not moving? It just feels like it's not moving. It's stagnant. It's stalled. It's not making it happen the way that it needs to happen. You got a 2 of Cups. It feels like the connection is there. The connection should be there, but it's just not. It is just not. That's the big thing here. 9 of Pentacles talks about Virgo wants peace. Virgo wants stability. And I think that's where we're at. Virgo just wants these things. And that's going to be important for them because the King of Wands says there's a level of control that they need. A lot of times a Virgo, if this particular Virgo, if they just don't have that control, if they don't have that command, if they're not sure what's coming up next, they get really nervous. They get anxious. It feels like it's just not happening. It's not rocking the way they need to rock it. But the wheel says I need what's go around comes around. I need a level of predictability, stability. It's like I need you to be there. I need you to be consistent so I can just go about my life and not concern myself with this stuff, right? I could just be sort of stable. I can be good. I don't have to worry. I don't have to be concerned. I don't have to be just weirded out all the time with things like this that happen. Anyway, that's my opinion. That is my opinion indeed. All right. Now let's go with the next question, which is RR. RR wants to know R's intentions towards my. That's interesting. Now before that, well, we got loving my astrology class. Is that the path that I need to take? Interesting. Maz, that sounds like a lot of fun. Is what that sounds like. Maz, that just sounds like a lot of fun. Getting to the astrology, diving into it, having the fun with that. I think that works out for the best. All right, let's put the key tarot back where it goes. And I don't have the Wonder World Tarot yet, so I can't use it. I gave the other one away. I do have the Wizard's Tarot, though. I hyped this in the Patreon only stream, which was accidentally public today. You know, it's one of those weeks. I mean, come on. It's what did they say? It's Saturn retrograde. You know, it's one of those weeks, my friends. You know, the program doesn't work. The Wizard's Tarot, I don't know what it is. I gave away the Wonder World Tarot before getting the new one. Yeah, stuff like that. I hope y'all can forgive me. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect indeed. And MaryP was like, I thought I was next. I mean, you are next. You are next. Did I say I was disorganized today? That's the way it is. This whole program thing is really throwing me off. Okay, is this the path for me? Maz, 5 of Swords, no. 4 of Wands, no. 4 of Cups, no. Okay, I'm not saying ditch astrology. I'm not saying throw it away. I'm not saying give up on the class. I'm just saying this is something that's going to be fun for you. It's just entertainment. It's fun, sort of goofing off, making sort of the fun things, right? It just feels like the 5 of Swords. This isn't something you're really going to lean into for like full time. This is your main goal. It's your main hobby. But wow, it is fun. It just costs a lot, right? You get the expensive astrology software. You got all these things happening. It feels difficult sometimes. You're just going to have to kind of deal with it. Just going to have to kind of deal with it. And that's the way it is. That's the way it goes. Joe, welcome. How you doing? Yeah, 4 of Wands. It's so fun, though. It is. Everything is just so fun when you have it, when you're going with that. But the 4 of Cups, ultimately, you may just not be, you may just not be in that mood. You may just not be in that mode. All right. Let's see what else is happening with this. Now, I did promise I can't press the space bar up here. This is so annoying. It is so annoying. I tell you what, I have to hack it. I'm going to have to hack it. All right, MaryP has a couple of questions. We're going to have to hack this to make the timestamps work, okay? All right, Anthony. We got the Anthony question, and we got the general for June. All right, we're going to copy this to clipboard. We're going to press space bar on that, and then we're going to paste it from clipboard. And then we're going to go into the file and paste it. Okay, so I think we're doing awesome so far. I like it. I like it a lot. So the hacked version, what the hell just happened here? The hacked version All right, MaryP, Anthony, got the June reads. Let's see what's going on, see what kind of possibilities we have here. We're going to go with a little bit of this, By the way, we are on a PayPal. We got 2 PayPal readings. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me with the PayPal, Super Chats, all of the good stuff. I appreciate all y'all hanging out. Okay. Let's go. First off, level 1 to the thing is Anthony. The formal question is, what will happen between Anthony and I before Monday? That's not a long time. That is not a long time indeed. What kind of things can we make happen with Anthony before Monday? Oh, Jesus, not anything. This looks, MaryP, this looks rough. This looks harsh. I'm not going to lie. Luna Bear has done you wrong. Luna Bear has done you wrong. This just looks a little bit too difficult for this kind of a reading. It just doesn't look like anything's going to happen before Monday. All right, you got the defensiveness up here. The 7 of Wands is saying no. It's saying no. Just don't, right? Just don't. 10 of Swords, definitely don't. We do have a cutting action. We do have some difficulties. We do have some hard things happening through here. And it feels like this is the only thing we can get. It feels like this is the only thing that we can sort of do or merge through or what have you. Man, I'm just saying nothing's going to happen. I'm just saying there's not a lot of things happening. If there is something happening, it is definitely on the terminated side or on the stumped kind of a side. But I mean, that's it. That's the way it goes. I mean, the teddy bears just did you wrong on that one. All right. The other question is, let's get some June. Now, we're coming up on June 10th, right? Yeah, June 10th tomorrow. I mean, we're looking at a third of the month is gone. It really is. But what is going to happen on the rest of this? Man, this is a rough reading for you, but I like the end. I really do. July is going to be your month. I'm going to tell you that right now. July is straight up thumbs up, straight up excitement, all the good stuff is coming in July. July feels like it's really good energy, a lot of rocking, a lot of good times with this. You do have a little bit of competition getting into July. In other words, like the last of June is really dragging through. It feels like it's not getting where you need it to be. It's sort of moving in a direction you don't want it to move. It just doesn't look good overall. I'm sorry, it just doesn't look good overall for that last week maybe of June. July is really your month. It really is. The beginning of July immediately sort of shows you in a rather dramatic way that, yeah, this is your month. This is the place you need to be. This is a place to hang out. This is a place to have a good time. This is just a lot of good stuff here waiting for you, especially with that hanged man action up there. July makes you look at things differently. It forces you to look at things in a bit of a different way or a different manner. It's like walking a mile in somebody else's shoes almost, because there's a bit of a celebratory action, a bit of a good time, a lot of good emotions, a lot of sort of running in, feeling things, running into good emotions and sort of accidentally hitting the good times. But overall, it just looks fantastic. I love July. June last week would be a little bit of a challenge. If you're going to play the lottery, if you're going to grab a couple of tickets, second week of July, right? Just second week of July. I wouldn't waste any time in June at all with the lottery tickets. Just second week in July is going to be a lot better off for you. At least that is my opinion. That is just my opinion, though. Entertainment purposes only, never buy lottery tickets. Basically. Okay. All right. We're going to go with the next reading on the PayPal. By the way, we are on PayPal, and Jayme has a question. They want to know, Sag, quit talking. All right. Sag, quit talking to me without any reason. Do you see him reaching out to explain what the world is going on? I hear you. Sometimes people do that. It's like this weird, it's almost like this weird aspect of, I thought we were talking, but then I got ghosted or something else happened. I definitely need to figure out what's happening with all of that for sure. All right. So let's put the question up here. By the way, in case you're wondering why the question thing, it keeps changing all the time, I'm hacking the file in my program. Okay. So my program doesn't work like I expected it to, because I didn't think about eating the keystroke. I don't eat the keystroke. You have to, in programming 101, all right, you have to eat the keystroke if you're going to use the keystroke for something special. Because if you don't, the keystroke gets passed to the program and the program will do something weird with it, right? Not weird. It'll do something expected with it. But yeah, got to get going on. Midnight Meditations. Midnight Meditation. Did you see my new painting? I put it on. I put it on Instagram. Midnight Meditations. I want to see if you kind of like that one. I'm kind of curious if you like that one or not. It is somebody else's painting, so I mean, there's only so much I can do. But yeah, yeah, it's my version of somebody else's painting. But I worked hard on it. I think it looks more vibrant than the original one, in my opinion, of course. All right, the Sage quit talking. Okay, the Sage quit talking to us. Bottom line. Without any reason, we got ghosted. That's weird, right? Do you see them reaching out to explain? Do you see them like what is going to happen? What is going to happen with them, you know, with what's going on? They did it on purpose. This is not something where they forgot about you. They didn't sort of see it coming. They did it on purpose. They really did, right? I got to sort of hold back a little 4 of coins. I don't really want to sort of do the thing. I don't really want to communicate. I don't really want to contact and all of that. Can we contact later? Absolutely. But they have to sort of get through the phase that they're going through. I'm just saying. I think they may have found somebody else, quite possibly. We got a moon, and we're going on an emotional journey. We're going on something. We're trying it out with maybe somebody else, or trying it out with something else, you know, trying to figure out where that's going to go. But, you know, that's interesting. That's an interesting idea. Overall, the tourists, as they're looking elsewhere, they're scanning around, looking for anything, looking for something else, and trying to find out what else is out there. CJ, welcome. Good to see you. You deleted your Instagram. Oh, my God. Midnight Meditations. What's going on with that? But yeah, they'll be back. They will be back. You're going to have to get an explanation from them then. Will they want to give one to you? I really don't think so at all. No, I really think they're going to dodge it the best they can. They're going to change the subject, whatnot. Overall, you can get it, but you're really going to have to kind of hardline it and be like, I need an explanation. I think that's going to be the important thing indeed. All right. And next on the list, where we can actually press space bar on here. That's nice. That's nice. Nikona wants to know, what good things are coming my way this summer indeed? If we're looking at good things, we're looking, you know what I'm going. You know where we're going. We're going over here to the Tarot Tower, which is way too close. We're going over here to the Tarot Tower, and we're getting this one. This one, by the way, in case you haven't seen it, is the Mons Tarot. I know KD is like, wait a minute, why ain't you using the Cosmo Beings? You paid $50 for that. And I think that KD makes a damn good point. But, you know, the Mons Tarot is my first love. It's just my first love. I gotta embrace it. I gotta, you know, just do some readings with it. Anyway, what good things are coming my way? Because we need good things. Cosmo Beings, I'm not saying they're bad things, but hey, a little bit of a Mons Tarot is always a better thing, in my opinion. What good things are coming this way this summer, this sun? It's time to get out. The more you're out, the more you're sort of out there, the better off it's going to be. I really think that's where you're going, Nikona. The more you're out, it really feels like there's a lot of pent-up energy around you, beside you, in your environment, right? Overall, you just got to deal with it, okay? Get out. Shartrellis, thank you for your other donation. Yeah, get out. Meet people, get out, be in the sunlight, get out and do things. There's so much energy out there waiting for you, because I think people have been sort of stuck. People haven't been outside. We had the COVID thing, and then people were working from home. And then after you work from home, you're still home because you got to deal with the kids and dinner. I think people are really ready to get out. All this pent-up energy is going to be very good for you indeed. 5 of Swords, be careful of an injury. Nikona, entertainment purposes only. You have a risk of injury. Okay, entertainment purposes only. You have a risk of injury. Be careful. Don't do anything wild or adventurous, right? Don't go skydiving without a parachute or anything like that. Sure, Charles, thank you for your 3rd donation. Overall, the 3 of Cups. it is about engaging with that energy, reaching for and touching that energy and sort of getting that out there. Because I really think it revitalizes you. It really just makes everything better. And I think just getting out and going outside and doing a lot of outdoor stuff is going to be good for you overall. Just be careful. Be careful is what I'm saying. Nelson's feelings and next actions towards me. There has been no contact at all. All right, let's look at, let's look at that. Man, I think we're going pretty good. I think we're doing pretty good on this fancy, scrolling chapter thing. I recovered it a little bit. I didn't fix it, but I'm manually like moving things around in the background. So I recovered it a little bit, and I think it'll be all right for tonight. And then we'll fix it real time tomorrow. Anyway, all right. So Nelson's feelings, we have no contact. We have no sort of built-in thing happening, and we kind of need it. We kind of need it indeed. All right. So let's see where that's going to go. Let's see what we're going to do. The feelings really feel like an 8 of Cups. They've abandoned the whole thing. They've moved on. The way it is. We just talked about the 8 of Cups in the reading lessons today on the Patreon stream. But yeah, the abandonment. They've taken some action. You want to know next action? They took it. They've abandoned everything. They're sort of doing their own thing. They're walking away. They understand that you're frustrated, and they're ready just to sort of let you be, ready to let you have your space. This is the King of Cups. They're sort of emotionally distant from you right now. And, that's the way it is. That's the way it is for that. Anyway, the 7 of Cups, they're searching for better options. They're searching for other things and all of that. Interesting. We're going way out on a limb. Next year, I think Nelson gets somebody pregnant. I think next year, Nelson gets somebody pregnant. Again, way out on a limb. Could be totally wrong, YouTube user, but my intuition is screaming it. Modern Goldilocks, welcome. It is good to see you. All right, YouTube user also had another question. We got Friday night going out. Ooh, that sounds fun indeed. All right, Friday night. We're going out after work. We're going out. We're going to see what's out there. We're actually going to get out there, maybe find us somebody who's cute, get some numbers or what have you, and see where we're going to go. I think that's the important part. That's the important part about going out on a Friday night. Oh, Jesus. You're going to have fun, but it's going to be a wild-ass time. I guess, is that cool? I mean, is that okay? If I say you're going to have a wild-ass time, is that all right? You're like, oh, my God, I don't want to have a wild-ass time. Some people may be like that. This is not something I want to deal with, and I can understand that. I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to be perfect, but I think that could be wild night out. So anyway, so if you are kind of, interested in that, you kind of want to see where it's going to go and what have you, then definitely check that out. But yeah, just expect a little tower moment, right? Be safe out there. Expect a little tower moment. It's going to be kind of a wild night, and that's kind of maybe what you want. 6 of Cups says go out and celebrate. Make some new friends. Get some stuff. Say hi to everybody. That is going to be it. Don't sit in a corner, right? 8 of Wands. Definitely go. Going out, definitely go. 8 of Wands says make that trip. That is going to be so important to you. By the way, I did add chapter markers to the stream from the start to now. So if you want to see your reading again, go and look at the stream, reload the stream, and it will have chapter markers for the first few, kind of thing. Anyway, all right, son got a new job locally. Nice. Moving out of state was right on. Modern Goldilocks. I'm glad that I was occasionally correct. That always excites me to be occasionally correct. I like it. Okay, Hermes wants to know, any advice to stop sugar addiction? Yeah, that's a sugar up here. Okay, according to the videos, according to the okay, let me tell you now. Hermes, let me tell you now how to cure it. Okay, before we even start the reading, you need to read a book called Sugar Blues, because it will scare the hell out of you. It will literally scare the hell out of you. All right, let me go for Sugar Blues on Amazon. Let me link it so that you can go read it. This book single-handedly cured my sugar addiction. Single-handedly. Like, I didn't do anything else but read the book. It was so bad. I was like, whoa, are you being serious? And Sugar Blues was like, yes, I'm being serious. All right, so link in the description. No, sorry, link in the chat. Link in the chat for Sugar Blues. Read it slowly. GhettoFlamingo and utubeuser, thank you for your donation. Yeah, Sugar Blues. It's over there in the chat. That'll scare you straight. That will scare you straight. The stuff in there is the weirdest stuff I've ever read, like the history of where it came from, the devastating crap it does to your body. Yeah. Read that and get a sugar monitor too, and then learn that you have like pre-diabetes or something like that. Like they'll scare the hell out of you. All right. Anyway, Hermes, any types of sugar addiction. Other than that, let's go do some card reading. But that book single-handedly scared me straight. I mean, that is it. I love a man that reads. Ooh, KD, that's what I'm talking about.
I love you.
Shartrellis, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. Okay, well, let's get the cards. Let's get the cards now and see where we're going with that. Yes, it is an old book, but Jesus. Like I single-handedly stopped eating sugar after I read that book. It scared me straight. Justice. Sugar's not going to be bad for you in moderation. In moderation, right? Bella Girl knows what I'm talking about. Bella Girl, thank you for your hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate that. In moderation, Justice card. You don't want to binge. We don't want to drink a chocolate milk with the cookies and the donuts in the morning. And that, you know what I'm saying? You got to sort of get the Justice card here. Balance it out. Can you have like a quarter of a candy bar, half a candy bar after eating a salad? You're eating healthy all day. You're doing, I don't know, you're doing isogenics or whatever the shake thing, you know, and you're just like, screw it, I'm having half a candy bar. I think it's okay. I think that's okay. But yeah, Justice card, balance it out. Don't do the donuts. Don't, you know, sorry, just to get a little piece, just to get it in there. But anyway, but like the 10 of Wands, it says that this is something that's going to be a hard road. You're going to have to get all your sugar and carry it out of your house, right? Get all the sugar and carry it out of your house. Because if you got the donuts in the cupboard, they've been sitting there. You're like, I really don't want to throw them away. I only got like 10 donuts left in this thing. I'm just going to go ahead and eat them. It doesn't help to have it. Get your sugar and carry it away. Replace it with healthy stuff. An orange is amazing. An orange is like a crack addiction. Once you get rid of sugar completely and get an orange, oranges are like a crack addiction. I'm being serious. They're so freaking good. And I know you're like, ew, but after you get off sugar, everything becomes so sweet naturally. You don't have to eat the sugar. But yeah, carry all that crap out of the house, right? Don't have it in there. Overall, the 7 of Swords says it is a dark addiction indeed. You're going to have to, pave your way through. You're just going to have to pave your way through and just get rid of sugar. If it says sucrose, if it says natural flavorings, if it says sugar, look it up, right? Dr. Berg on YouTube is great. Yeah. But yeah, you just, reduce it. You don't have to eliminate it. You just reduce it. So you're not getting just this burst of stuff. And read that damn book. You might eliminate it after you read that book. That book's scary. It's like, wait, what? It like tells you what it does to your body. It's basically like pouring acid into your bloodstream. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's so bad. That book, like, you're going to be like, what? And the book, you need to take it seriously. It's so bad for your body. How's the Gemini feeling about my text? Will they respond? That's the important part. Will they respond? What are we going to do? How's it going to work? All right, let's go over here and let's grab Modern Love. Let's grab Modern Love indeed. That is, speaking of scare you straight, Modern Love is going to be the reality break that we all need tonight. We all need. Sodium is really bad. Everything is really bad. Everything in moderation, right? Like when I instead of a meal for dinner, I'll drink a kale smoothie. And when I say a kale smoothie, I mean like half a bag of kale, right? Because that's like a superfood and all that other stuff. And then I eat a salad for lunch and half a bag of kale smoothie for dinner. So, You gotta eat healthy. And will I have on the weekend, will I go get a cookie? Yeah. Saturday, you can see me eat a cookie. I will eat a cookie. Anyway, all right. How's the Gemini feeling about my text? Will they respond? Absolutely, they will respond. And they are not going to have a good response. You do have a little bit of a challenging interaction or a challenging kind of thing here with this Five of Swords. It really feels like the text, the response, everything is delayed. Everything is in slow motion. Seven of Pentacles says that they will respond indeed. But the Ten of Wands, it says it's just something that they got to queue up, or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They have to be in a situation where they're ready. They have to be in a situation where they are ready. They are prepared. And I think that's part of the problem. I think that's part of the thing. They just don't want to do the work. They don't want to be prepared. They don't want to do the thing that needs to be done. I think they're sort of moving back from it, right? You sort of that duality that you've always kind of seen. Three of Pentacles says there's work to be done here, but are they ready to pick it up? Paula, welcome. Are they ready to pick it up? Are they ready to go forward? Are they ready to carry it out? A little bit of a Ten of Wands. I think they could, but they feel like that's too much. It feels like it's too heavy. It feels like it's just too big, right? It's sort of too big happening with that. Overall, the Seven of Pentacles just says, give them some time. Give them some time. As with everything with this Gemini, time is going to be on your side. Five of Swords, ultimately, just don't take it as like your fault or you did something. This is just sort of their issue and their dealio. And I think that's where you're kind of coming from. I think that's where you're kind of coming from, and it's where you're going to get, right? Shartrellis is next with the triple shot. Shartrellis, when should I suggest the Memphis idea to the bosses? Now, if you don't know Shartrellis came in here with a little bit of an innovation. Shartrellis has some cool ideas, right? Some cool ideas. We just got a reading on that, and it says that kind of timing is everything for that. Maybe they're not going to be excited about it, but then after give them some time to think about it, implement it, looking at it, all of a sudden be like, oh, I think that'll be okay. That'll be okay indeed. All right. Well, when should you suggest it, right? What kind of time frame are we looking at? I think that's sort of a Knight of Wands. The sooner the better. Eight of Wands and a Ten of Wands. Shartrellis, like I said in the last reading, it's something you got to get out there, put on the table, and let it sit, right? There's a lot of magic tricks. You have to do that. You put it on the table and you let it sit. And the more people think about the magic trick that just happened, the more confused they are. They'll pick up the magic prop and they'll look over the ones and try to figure out why it turned to 20s. And this is something you have to let it sit on the table. So sooner than later is the key. Knight of Wands is the fiery aspect that you're looking for, getting the idea out there, making it happen. Eight of Wands is sort of move forward. So you have two big movement cards. Move forward, make it happen, get that out there, and let it sit. Now, don't expect immediate results. You got to let it sit on the table for a little bit and then see where it goes. See where things are going to be. All right. Now we're going to the next question. Any Rob update on there? See what Rob is doing? How is Rob handling things? What's Rob? Ultimately, what the hell is Rob doing? That's kind of where we're at, right? What is Rob doing with that? Let's see what's going on here. Oh, man. Need a Rob update. Rob, justice for, you got to wait still. There's nothing substantial coming up. There's nothing just like breakthrough. I just don't see it happening. Four of Pentacles. You got to wait. You got to wait. You got to let it settle. You got to sort of just be patient with it, right? Four of Pentacles, everybody's held back. Everybody's holding back. Not a lot of people are going to be out there and all that stuff. And the Four of Swords, man, just wait. Just wait. Delay it. Let it happen. Justice as it evens out at the end. There's just nothing to update. There's just nothing happening here. Just wait. Just be patient. Rob's sort of going through. Rob's doing the thing. Just be patient with that. Not a lot of big updates happening. It's just sort of a stagnation over there. Not a lot of things with that. You got a Justice 4, another 4. Just like a closed in, a big body language, closed in kind of feel with that. Will the company pay for me to relocate? That's what I'm talking about. Get a little money. I love it when company pay to relocate. They're like, they're kind of dedicated to you at that point. Like, you're a pretty good employee. If a company gives you money to relocate, they are definitely invested in you. You're not going anywhere. When the layoffs happen, you're going to be just fine with that. Will they pay? Oh, no, they will not pay. I'm like, we're going with the thumbs down over here, right? You got to move. Shartrellis, we got an option for you. You got to move. You have to move. Okay? The tower, am I going to pay for it? No. The tower, it's just something I'm just not going to put it out there. I'm not going to pay and make it happen. But yeah, just not going to happen. Just sort of a negative thing. Emmy, thank you for your donation over PayPal. But yeah, the Hanged Man says you're going to have to sort of cash it out yourself. So yeah. Ultimately, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. All right. Are me and Nelson over for good? Feels that way. It does feel that way. I mean, I get the same feeling that you do with that. Are we over for good? Have we concluded this? Is this something sort of wrapping? Is this something we're wrapping up? Right? Are we wrapping this up? Because it really does feel like we're wrapping it up. All right. We're going to go with another. Oh, man. What deck? Man. We're going to stick with the Lantern Path. utubeuser, thank you for your other donation. We're going to stick with the Lantern Path over here because I think the Lantern Path is pretty good here. I think that's going to be all right indeed. All right. We're going for good. We're done for good. 6 of Wands. Emperor and the Knight of Cups. No. Again, I'm back. I really think this is pointing back to. One last shot. I said one last shot. There's one last shot. Time heals all the wounds. We have this one last shot, and then it's like, man, I'm not really sure what to do with it. But the 6 of Wands says we got one more thing. We got a victory. It feels like we're at a party. It feels like we're either hooking up randomly, or I'm just saying, something's happening with here. Sort of random hookup with that Emperor. It says that they sort of take command, and they come in, and they're very sort of assertive with that. Knight of Cups, again, there, your one last shot is there. Your one last shot is there. So I don't think you're done. I don't think we need the love balloons, but the Lantern Path sort of says, I'm not really completely done. Not really completely done. Of course it feels that way. There's no contact. Anyway, GhettoFlamingo is next. Will I be successful putting my stuff on YouTube? YouTube's kind of a mixed bag. Sometimes YouTube is fantastic. Sometimes YouTube works your nerves. Sometimes YouTube is not very friendly as far as the algorithm. You're not posting this many videos, and YouTube kind of encourages you just to spam videos. Just to kind of spam videos out there, right? 10-minute videos every day. And that's kind of what I do, right? I think that's why I get a lot of traffic on the stream or whatnot. It feels like I'm kind of in that mode of, the way it goes. All right, anyway, we'll be successful jamming this out there on the big tube. 4 of Pentacles. Oh, man. 2 of Swords, Strength, and the Knight of Cups. Ultimately, I says it's more fun. It's more fun than monetary successful. That's what the cards are saying. I'm not saying it's not going to be monetarily successful. I'm just saying it's going to be more fun than anything else. So this is where we're kind of at, right? 4 of Pentacles. One of the definitions of the 4 of Pentacles you don't see a lot is indeed that it's trying to get more money. We're hanging on to the money we got. We're trying to get more. I think that's kind of where you're at. You're leaning towards, where can I get? What can I do here? The 2 of Swords says you're not really sure what YouTube thing you're going to be able to get, right? What YouTube thing you're going to be able to do. I tell you, I don't know what your work is, but if you can teach people to do something, that is pure magic. If you can teach people to do something, that is pure magic. I follow a guy on YouTube, and he does the paint. Let me show you my latest painting in case you're not on my Instagram, which I'm not sure if you're not on my Instagram. What's going on with that? But let me show you my latest painting and what I did. And this is, I learned to do this technique from online. So I learned to do this technique online, and I painted this. I just finished it today. But I learned to do the technique that I'm using to paint this on YouTube. And it was like a miracle. I was just like, this is an amazing way to paint. And so I ended up painting that. And And had I not been on YouTube, I would not have seen that. So if you can teach things on YouTube, I think you'll get a big following, a big thing happening with that. And that's kind of where strength is. You need to know your audience. You need to understand your audience. That's the big key. Understanding your audience is key. Now it comes ultimately, the more passion you have for things, I think the better off you're going to be. People can smell passion on YouTube a mile away. Because there was this one lady I watched on YouTube. She was like, all right, here's my watercolor. And I tuned out immediately. Like, she's not passionate about the watercolor. It feels like she's just cataloging colors at this point. I'm just like, nah, I just don't know. Anyway, Nakona, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's go to the next reading. Should I seek a romantic relationship before I go? I mean, hey, a little quickie never hurt anybody. Okay. I mean, as with all entertainment purposes, as with all romantic relationships, you need to investigate down there first. I mean, you need to just check it out before, you know what I'm saying? We need to investigate. You need to make sure there's nothing crawling around over there, because you don't know. Midnight Meditations. It is a, Midnight Meditations. It's called Draw, Mix, Paint, basically. I don't know. If you were on Instagram, Midnight Meditations, I'd have a conversation with you. Anyway, Midnight Meditations, if you want to call me after stream or something or anything, let me know. And I'll just talk to you about it. Anyway, Karen, oh crap, I forgot about Karen. Karen, you need a second reading. I forgot about you. I'm sorry. Karen, accept my apologies. You're next. Should I seek a romantic relationship? No. 10 of Swords, cut it, kill it, don't do it. 7 of Pentacles says, here's the problem. You're going to get excited about something and then you got to go. I hate that. You're like, look, I'm going to do some hookups. And then you meet somebody like amazing. And you're like, this is so amazing. 7 of Pentacles is astounding. This is the best thing. Oh, crap, I got to go. Jayme, I got your donation. Thank you so much, Jayme. I appreciate you. 10 of Swords says, don't do it. No, don't do it. 8 of Wands, go. Just go. Don't do it. Don't be starting them love balloons before you go. You don't do that. Because, I mean, it's just something to where you could get in something you're really excited about, and then all of a sudden it just dead ends. It like absolutely dead ends. You're like, no. It's like the Darth Vader at the end of episode 3, right? When he finds out Padme's dead. By the way, spoilers. No, you don't want to do that. Shartrellis, you don't want any of that. You don't want any of that. All right, let's go for the next reading, which is PayPal. So we got, by the way, Jayme, you are in the queue. Thank you so much for your PayPal reading. We're going to PayPal real quick. Let's knock out Emmy. I'm sorry. No. Let's not do PayPal. Oh, let me stop that. Stop that PayPal. We owe a reading still to Karen. Karen, like we missed Karen's other reading. Karen's not going to be happy. Will Abel come back into my life soon? That's a good question. Let's see if Abel is able to come back into your life. We're going to keep using this deck. Going to see if that's going to be a possibility indeed. And yeah, how many people? You have 2 people. You're actually coming very close. You're coming very quick. Anyway, all right. Will Abel come back into my life soon? Yeah. Well, so, yeah. Man, that's a weird read. Wheel of Fortune, what comes around goes around. In other words, they're coming back. We see this. What comes around goes around. They're coming back. 5 of Swords, not immediately. So, yeah. This is somebody that is a level of unpredictability here. I don't think that they have like this set timeline or there's a set expectations or whatnot. The 5 of Swords says I definitely don't want them back yet. Definitely going to be more of a cutting, more of a dramatic thing if they come back yet. A Wheel of Fortune said they will return, right? But the Devil, you need to subside a little bit. If they do come back, it could be hit it and quit it. It could be a little difficult time. They could be bringing back emotions, drama, some stuff happening with that. You don't really want that. You want something stable. You want them where they're serious. You want them where and that is going to take time. That is definitely going to take time. So soon is relative, and soon would be no to this particular thing. Anyway, sorry about missing you. I greatly apologize for that. All right, now we do have a couple of PayPal readings. The first one is for Emmy. Emmy wants to know, right? A little general life advice with the Victorian Romantic. All right, Romantic. All right, a little bit of a general with the Victorian Romantic. Okay, let's go for here and let's paste it over here. We're gonna have to go over here and do that. Whoa, what the hell just happened? What the hell just happened with that? Oh no, did it reset? It reset after an hour? It reset after an hour? Whoa, there's another bug. It reset my stream after an hour. Wow, I did not know that .NET did that. That is quite disturbing indeed. Okay. Well, anyway, so it looks like if you're past the hour, your chapters are not showing up in the YouTube video. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. I guess I could calculate it out. Let me unwind this. Let me calculate it out real quick. So that's 59. We're gonna say 60. So it's 1 minute. We're going to say 60. And then that's 2 more minutes. We're going to say 62. All right. We're going to say 62. All right. Anyway, let's get a bit of a general thing. Candace, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Check it for bugs first. Yep. So I got a timer, right? I got a timer, and it's called a stopwatch control. Nowhere in the documentation of the stopwatch control does it say that it stops after an hour. Either that or the display, the timestamp. Yeah, maybe it's a timestamp. Anyway, I'll look at it. I'll investigate it. I'll investigate it. Jesus, we got a lot of bugs in this app. A lot of bugs in this app, but you know, that's called debugging. The problem is I need a stream with a lot of donations. And in the morning time when I'm able to code, there's no streams with lots of donations. There's nothing. There's literally nothing. There's like a couple of people gaming, you know, and that's about it. So I need like to sit, focus, and anyway. All right, a general with a Victorian Romantic. The 10 of Wands, indeed. Jared, thank you for pinging me. I appreciate that. Hidden request, Jared. There we go. Accept. All right, we'll talk to you after stream. Okay. General of the Victorian Romantic. The 10 of Wands. Be careful what you take in. Be careful what you accept. Be careful what you sign up for. Because I do think that you have some issues with maybe taking on too much. Just feels like it just adding on more stuff, and it feels like this is not doing you any good. It feels like that's not making you any progress. It's sort of pulling you back a little bit, right? Pulling you back. Heaven is heaven. Are you Venom? Do you know if I send you money, was I able to make it to you? I got a heaven donation, so that's in the queue. I don't know if that's you, Venom. Anyway, but yeah. Be careful what you take on. Don't take on too much. Very indeed. The Queen of Wands. Well, why wouldn't you take on too much? You're going to have to do it by yourself. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to focus this by yourself. It feels like this is not something you're getting a lot of help. Not something you're going to sort of be able to handle, with other people. Definitely sort of a lone aspect with that. The Judgment, the Rebirth, the Reincarnation. This is also something you're going to have to deal with over and over again, almost like a recurring theme. So be careful what you sign up for. You could have a recurring theme. You could have things you have to do by yourself, and just making it happen with that. Empress overall talks about the creation aspect. Emmy, I think you're in a mode to where you're just kind of rocking it. You're just kind of rocking it with several parts of your life. Focus on those. Focus on your successes right now, because you're able to make some progress with those that you haven't been able to before. And I think focusing on those successes will make it very good indeed. Jude, yes, I'm taking super chat donations. But yeah, focus on the successes, not the failures. Don't work on things that are too difficult. Focus on what you can do good and get that done, because man, it feels like you could really rock it, right? Like if you're good at oil painting, do some oil painting. If you're good at acrylic, if you're good at watercolor, do that. Don't venture into anything risque right now. Maybe because, I guess, of Saturn retrograde, maybe with that. Where did you get this cloth? This came with the Oceans Tarot. Now, you know, the Taylor Rehnquist Todd made the Oceans Tarot. This came with it. So this is the Oceans Tarot cloth. It's one of the few cloths that I really like. And I am picky about cloths. You know that's right. All right, we're going back to PayPal right now. We got a gazillion donations, by the way. We have 34 donations. So y'all going to have to wait. You know, y'all just going to have to wait. I'm sorry. All right. Let's see what else is going on here. We got tarot reading. We got CZ. We got CZ wants to know improve job hunting. Okay, let's select it all. Let's click that little space bar, and then let's select it all again. Space bar, select it all again, making it happen. How do we improve the job hunting? Let's see. We do want to kind of focus this down, right? This is important. Ms. Moon, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. We're going to go with this one. We're going to go with this one. Well, this kind of cloth that could sell on its own. I mean, it can. You may want to contact the Taylor Rehnquist Todd with the Oceans Tarot. And, you know, hey, see if you can buy the cloth, because it is mighty party. It is mighty party, as we say in Texas. Okay, improve the job hunting. How can I do it? How can I do it? The Five of Wands. Jesus. You're having a hard-ass time. You're having a rough time. The tarot is telling you, yes, you're having a rough time. It understands you're having a hard time. It understands things are bad. It understands things are very competitive. It feels like you need a fresh start, either a different location, either a different skill, a different job kind of thing. It feels like you're going through the job hunting process wrong, maybe, all right? It feels like you're having a lot of issues with this. My advice would be expand the area and look at a different location. Location number one, expand the area, look at a different location. Number two, look for something a little bit different than what you have been looking for. Lady, welcome. Number three, instead of doing 50 resumes a day, you need to focus your resume on this company, all right? Because this company says, I need an oil painter. I need you to be able to paint scenery and flowers, okay? And you have a resume that says, I'm good at oil painting. I do everything. They don't want to see that. They want to see that you can do scenery and flowers. So look for the keywords on the application, modify your resume maybe for that position that you really, really, really want, and apply, because now you have keywords that they want to see rather than this big generic resume. Okay, there are your 3 hunks of advice. By the way, we are on PayPal in case you're like, where's my reading? Hey, your reading's on hold. We're on PayPal right now. H3rmes wants to know. Let's see. Tell me about spiritual journey. All right. Journey me. All right. Journey me, indeed. Gustavo Dore. We can do some Gustavo Dore, indeed. And I will journey you. I will journey you like you have never been journeyed. But, well, no, that sounds weird. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. All right. No, that's 71, not 61. I'm still hacking my program. It's one of those. It's one of those nights, my friends. Anyway, all right. Yeah, we'll journey you indeed. Okay. Oh, let's see. Oh man, it eats my, it just eats it. It just eats my thing. The program has all kind of bugs. I need to fix them, is what I'm saying. Nicona, thank you for your other donation. Gustavo Dore, where did I put you, my friend? Where did I put you, my skinny little tarot friend? I'm not sure. I may not be able to find the Gustavo Dore. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where it is. It's not here. It's not there. It's not there. I didn't put it up there, did I? No. It's not here. It's not laying there. It's not here. That is not it. It's not there. It's not here. Is it over there? No, it's not over there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where I put it. You may not be able to get it because I'm not sure where it is. I'm still looking. This was the awkward part of the story. Oh, here it is. I found it. I passed it up. See, I need to keep track of it. I need to put it right beside me. Anyway, let's see over here. What can you tell me about my spiritual spirit journey? And see what's going on. I didn't lose it. I misplaced it. Okay. Oh, yeah. Spiritual journey. 7 of Wands. Don't be scared to wander out there. The problem you have is you're scared to really wander out in that spiritual journey. You're like, look, that's way over there. That's too far. I'm not sure I want to go to those extremes. I'm not sure I want to go that far. Reality is that's where the fun stuff is. That's where the adventure stuff is, right? 7 of Wands says, don't be afraid of anything. Don't be concerned. Don't be like, oh, no. Just don't do that. Don't be afraid. Don't be concerned. I think it's going to be okay. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be okay indeed. Anyway, but yeah, Knight of Swords. Keep on it. Hurry up a little bit. You're taking a long time. Keep on it. You hurry it up a little bit. Knight of Swords is a fast-moving card. See what we can do, when we can do it, and move on to the next thing. That's going to be it. Ultimately, the 2 of Wands is you need to venture and expand your journey. And right now, you're on this little narrow path. You need to adventure out, expand your journey. 2 of Wands is don't be stuck in that house. Look out and venture out into the expansion of that. So we have sort of like 2 feels of, I need to expand it. I need to go places I haven't been before. You know what's good is Jane Roberts' Seth book. Jane Roberts published a book called The Unknown. The Unknown. And it comes in 2 volumes, and you need to read it. It has this weird, and I mean weird exercises. When I did some of the exercises, man, it took me places I didn't think I was going to go. I didn't think I was going to go there. Anyway, utubeuser is next, or are they? No, utubeuser is next with the triple shot. And we are ending soon, by the way. We have fun, but eventually we got to go. We got to go fix this program that I broke. Anyway, what will happen if Nelson knocks some people up? If I'm going to knock somebody up, I'm going to knock them up with the superlunaris. Okay, the superlunaris. Jude element. Your reading will be in a chapter. Jude element. You have a chapter dedicated to you. So scroll through the readings near the end, and you'll see Jude element in the chapter markers, because that is my new program. That is my new program with the chapter markers. All right. Anyway, all right. If I'm going to knock somebody up, I'm going to knock them up with the superlunaris. Version 2, what will happen? The devil. Man, I think that's going to be quite interesting for them indeed. They're going to be kind of panicked. They're going to be like, oh my God, what's happening? Oh my God, I really want to do the devil, right? They feel like they did something wrong. They feel like, oh my God, something's happening, I mean, you gotta double bag it sometimes. I'm just saying. Kandace, your reading will be answered. Kandace, you are 4 away. But yeah, the Page of Swords says they got to be careful what they do with their sword. You can't just be willy-nilly with the sword. You got to be careful with that thing, because you're going to end up using it the wrong way. You can't be a page. You need to be a king of swords and know what you're doing. Ultimately, you got to reduce the amount of people you're sleeping with, because, I mean, some people are a little more fertile than others, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, you got to reduce the number that they're just going to panic. There's just going to be a little bit of a devil, like, oh my God, what did I do? Question 3 below. I have 2 more before that. Jesus. All right. utubeuser has a lot of questions. Okay. Let's see. Where will my love life be while Nelson's making people pregnant? Okay. Where will my love life be while Nelson's knocking up the neighborhood? Nelson's knocking up the neighborhood. Where am I going to be? You're going to be a Knight of Wands, and I think you're going to be settled down with somebody. You're going to have somebody steady, somebody predictable. You're not going to have to make any big choices. You're just going to have to be steady, predictable, and you're going to be in a nice little relationship indeed. Knight of Wands says we're sort of going forward, making the fiery aspect without having all the drama and all the other stuff associated with that. So that's where you're going to be. You're going to be a nice kind of steady, you know, predictable, steady. And meanwhile, Nelson's knocking up the neighborhood. Don't feel anything, residue, hard time to let him go. I mean, that happens. All right, will I meet someone serious at the engagement party? Well, I don't know. Let's say we got an engagement party. You're going to meet somebody serious at an engagement party. It's kind of like the Wedding Crashers movie. Is that what's going on? Maybe. Jesus. I think you're going to meet somebody. You're going to meet somebody serious? Nah, the Empress. I'm going to meet somebody. I'm going to have a good time. We're going to be there. We're going to have fun. We're going to meet some people. I think you're going to meet somebody nice. The Death card. They're a bit of a change for you. They're a bit of an outside of what you want. Maybe they're 5'1" or something. They're a bit of outside of a change for you. The Death card. Be like, nah. Overall, there's many people there that are interesting that you like talking to. It is time to be the social butterfly. Go from here, there. Don't be afraid to talk to everybody, have some fun, and just make it happen. I think this is something where we're a social butterfly. We do get contacts for later. I do think you meet somebody, but nobody just like, you know, they just pulls your strings in every direction, I guess. That's my new phrase, I guess? Pulls your string in every, I just made that up. Nakona, will my current business take off this year? Is it something I can do? Is it something that I can do? Maybe. I mean, let's see indeed. All right, we're having to hack my program to make this work. Okay, anyway, current business, will it take off? Will it be something that we can do? Manga Tarot would do that. Ms. Moon, I thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate that. Oh, man. Will the business be all right? Will it be all right? 10 of Cups, 4 of Cups, and a Knight of Wands. No, not this year, no. This year is more of trying to figure out where you want to go. I think ultimately this year is about organization, where you want to go, what you want to do. Kind of getting comfortable with it, kind of getting comfortable with what you want to do ultimately. Because the 10 of Cups says, I need to make a happy home, happy family before it's really going to take off. In other words, I can't be changing everything. I can't be modifying things. I have to be predictable. I have to be out there. I have to have the social medias. 4 of Cups is the business coming in. It's not exactly in the explosive mode, explosive realm. Knight of Wands says keep going. Keep going. It will take off. It's just a matter of it's a slow roll. It's just a little bit of sort of a slow, progressive. It's kind of like the inflation, sort of slowly going up and up. But taking off like you're gonna be a multimillionaire or you're gonna have 10,000 customers. No, not really. Anyway, Kandace is next. What's going to happen with me&Mal after the drama has subsided? Let's see what's going on with that. By the way, this is the Happy Tarot. No, the traditional manga tarot. This is what it looks like. Okay, let's see. Thank you for the information, Jude. Yeah, Jude, you are 2 away. We got Ms. All right, let's pull the queue up. We got Ms. Moon, Jude, Nakona, and Ms. Moon again. And then we're wrapping up. Ms. Moon will be the last one tonight. Kandace wants to know what's going to happen with me&Mal after all of this drama. You're going to have to take charge. You're going to have to say, look, enough with the drama. Enough with this. We need to communicate. We need to open the lines of communication, open the doors, be comfortable with communicating, be comfortable with what's happening, and I think that is going to be good indeed. All right? Ace of Swords. Need to communicate. The drama is not helping. There's a reason the drama is happening, though, and we need to figure out what that is. We need to sort of get down, get dirty, figure out what is really the cause, what is really going on with that. The Emperor says you're going to have to take charge of this. I really don't think that they're going to help. I really think that they're in a mode where they're sort of hardlining it. They're like, this is my line in the sand, and I'm going to be drama. And no, you don't want to deal with that. You're going to have to take command. You're going to have to take control of this and be the sane person in the room. Death said shit needs to change. You already know this. needs to change, Candace. We can't keep doing this. We just can't. The death card. We just can't keep playing this. We got to change it up. We got to alter it up. Ultimately, that is the idea. Anyway, Ms. Moon donated $3. Ms. Moon, I thank you so much for your generous donations tonight. I appreciate you. Ms. Moon, I have no idea. I guess, Ms. Moon, this is your question. Should I continue working on the current issues in the marriage or look for my own path and see what's going on? Oh, man, that's a rough one. That's a rough one indeed. Like, what should I do with this? Where should I go with this? What should happen with this? Because I feel you. I feel a lot of times in a long-term relationship, in a marriage, things just are like so wrapped up, so tense, right? And it feels like you're working on things. You're not making the progress that you need. You're not making the substantial things that you need to get going on, and it feels like you're not making any progress. 2 steps forward and 1 step back, as they say. Or maybe 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Should I continue working on issues or look for my own path? 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 10 of Cups, Death, and the Page of Pentacles. I think you need to let them know that this is it. Like, this is really it. Like this is the conclusion, right? But because you can't keep sort of playing the games. So you need to sort of, this is the conclusion. This is where we're at. This is what needs to happen. Because the 5 of Wands says we're about to leave. The 5 of Wands is conflict. It is the car packed up with suitcases. Somebody's about to go. I think they need to understand that this is the finale, because a lot of people are like, I'm just going to play this game. I'm going to make them mad and everybody's going to be upset and then it'll be okay. And then tomorrow, maybe I'll do the same game again. You need to let them know the game's done. We're done. This is concluded, because Death says something needs to change. Can we work this out? I think absolutely. And that is going to be the big key, right? What's the name of this deck? It's the Modern Love Tarot. The Page of Pentacles says that if you don't hardline it, if you don't say this is where the game stops, then the game will continue. Page of Pentacles says that's kind of what the way they like it. It's kind of the way that they want it. Clearly, if they keep disrupting, if they keep doing a behavior, they like the behavior. Even though it seems illogical for them to like the behavior, reality is if they keep doing a certain thing, they like to do that. So Death, right? Things need to change. Things need to clean up. This is the line in the sand. And can this work out, though? I'm just saying, the 10 says, yeah, the 10 of Cups is a happy home, happy family. But yeah, 4 of Pentacles says we're getting what we don't want, right? We're closed off. We're not making any progress. We're 1 forward, step forward, 2 steps back, whatever it is. That's it, right? And that's it. But ultimately, yeah, the line in the sand needs to be drawn. Need to sort of let them know that this is serious. Page of Pentacles says they're going to keep doing what they keep doing. And again, if people continue to have a behavior, it's because they like the behavior. And if you continue to let them get away with the behavior, it's because they like the behavior. There's no amount of working on a relationship that's going to fix bad behavior. You have to fix the root problem, which is the bad behavior. Anyway, that's just my opinion. That is just my opinion. Hopefully that helped. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate everybody hanging out. I mean, hit that like. By the way, if you're new, I had a lot of new people tonight. Hit that like and sub button. It helps me out. I'm a homeless, tarot reader on YouTube. And, if you hit that like and sub button, it will make everything all right. It will make everything magical. Speaking of magical, Jude is next. Jude's like, I have been waiting my whole life for this damn reading. What messages does Spirit have for me? And use the girly anime deck. Okay, we can use the girly anime deck again. By the way, this is the traditional anime tarot. Not the new anime tarot, but the traditional anime tarot. Moni is new. Welcome, Moni. Hit that like and sub, Moni. I will love you for life. Moni, I will love you for the rest of your natural life if you hit that like and a sub button. Also, support my Kickstarter. Link in the description. I'm going to stop asking. It's only 50%. It's got like a day, an hour left or some crap. What message does Spirit have for me? Ten of Pentacles, make your home your home. Make your life your home. Jude, you're reaching out. You're trying to make all these changes. You're looking at everybody else. You're like, I like that over there. Reality is you need to be happy with yourself. You need to be, what you got now, be happy, content. You're perfect as is. Don't be trying to alter everything. Ten of Pentacles, make a happy home, happy family with yourself. Just don't be comparing yourself to other people. Be happy the way they're at, because there's nothing wrong. There's nothing you need to work on. You're fine as is. The Devil card says you have a lot of self-doubt. You have some self-doubt. Maybe I should be doing this. Maybe I should be doing that. Spirit says stop it. Spirit says stop it. Watch your thoughts, watch your beliefs, watch your what's going through your head, because I do think that you have a lot of possibilities, a lot of good things that can come about. Ultimately, the Queen of Swords is you're in charge of your life. And make do with what you need, basically, right? Make do with what you need to happen. I think that is going to be the important part. And that is it, except for Nakona. Advice from guys, how to improve in general. What kind of general advice do we have? By the way, after the stream is over, you will have chapter markers. Chapter markers will be in the stream. So reload after we're done. Look at the chapter markers and you can zoom straight to your reading. Straight to your reading. All right, advice from guides, what to improve in general. I really think that you're looking at just keep working on it. Keep working on a little bit of everything. You need a little bit of everything. There's not one thing that you can focus on that's just going to dramatically do it. Make a little improvement in a variety of places, right? Five of Coins is you do have some weaknesses you need to fill up. You need to shore up some of the weaknesses. And like I said earlier to somebody, ignore your weaknesses, work on your strength. That's not you. Ignore your strengths, work on your weaknesses. I think that's going to be the big thing here, because you do have some possibilities that are going to be coming up that you do want to take advantage of, that you do want to dive into. Having a general overall improvement makes you better. Overall, the Queen just says, keep working on it, keep going with it. It's going to be something, right? Because like a tarot reading, for example, right? Like I have a psych degree. I have a programming degree. And like everything in my life has kind of cultivated to this one thing. Like all of these things are helping me read tarot. It's kind of weird. I'm good at a lot of different things. Am I amazing at anything? Not really. I'm just good at a lot of different things. And all of the different things overlapped into the tarot world make me a better reader because I have a more robust or a more variety of experience. So just work on everything. A little bit here, a little bit there. And that is it from me. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining. See you next time.